high school who will give a youth perspective on this topic, and that's Kenzie Kane. So Kenzie from Dakota.
Hi everyone, my name is Mackenzie Kane. I'm a sophomore here at Dakota. My dad committed suicide July 6, 2018. I was 13 at the time and my sister was 10. Growing up, depression was something that was very normal in my household. My dad was depressed as long as I can remember. I never saw him happy, never saw him smile, and the few instances in which he did either felt forced or only lasted for a split second. If you believe the mask that my dad put on every single day, those who were too oblivious to know, those who weren't willing to look beyond that, the true Todd Kane, you would have thought he had it all. Varsity head football coach, stable career, 2 amazing daughters with a hilarious dog, and a perfect little house right off of Lake St. Clair. I, on the other hand, saw right through my dad. It's like he was made of glass. I read him like a book. You know, and it scared my dad. It did. Because I had him figured out by the time I was 10. I was able to comprehend and understand things that a 10-year-old shouldn't be able to process. And that caused problems between me and him. And our relationship went downhill. And it got better. It did. You know, my dad was never really a dad until my parents got divorced. You know, and I'm grateful every day for the year I had with him, so he could show me all these amazing things. There's a reason why Detroit holds such a special place in my heart. There's a reason why I love to kayak. There's a reason why I love Lake St. Clair. There's a reason why I've probably been to every single restaurant here and down in Harrison Township. You know, these are all things my dad got to show me the time he knew he had left. Now, my father's death caused a lot of trauma within my family. People were embarrassed. They were ashamed of how he died. You know, and some called him selfish. I attended an AFSP walk the year he died, and the lady who was speaking had said something that really stuck with me that I wanted to share. How can someone in so much pain and so much suffering, driven to the point where they want to kill themselves, how can you justify that as being selfish? You can't. If anything, they're thinking they're making your life better. They're such a burden to you. You know, mental illness, depression, suicide is nothing to be ashamed about. If you've known me, you've probably heard me say this in the past. It's my life motto. It's the lessons I have learned that I've chosen to share with people. Bad things happen. They do. And they happen to the best of us. Now you have two options. You take the negative route and you find yourself dwelling on the constant thoughts, regrets, and questions swirling around in your mind. You know, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to grieve, but don't let that consume you. Don't allow yourself to stay that way. You ask for help. We all fall down sometimes. We all need that reassurance. We need someone to pick us back up. The other option is the positive route, which is the one I took. You start to get involved and you start asking yourself, how can I use my experiences to help other people? What lessons have I learned that I can share with others who are going through the similar situation? And what's amazing is that you find the strength in the people who love and support you most. Family, friends, teachers, co-workers. You start to forgive. You know, forgiveness is a very powerful thing. I've always said that. With forgiveness comes acceptance. And with acceptance comes letting go. You start to heal. You know, we are the survivors. We're the ones who live, and how we choose to tell their story, how we choose to have our voices heard, how we choose to take this horrific event and make it into something beautiful and have a positive influence on this world, that's up to us. And being here today, participating in this walk, is more than enough. On that note, I'm not ashamed of how my dad died. I'm not. I walk for those who have struggled or currently struggling. I walk to keep his memory alive. Because no one deserves the trauma and no one deserves the pain. You know, I love you, Dad. I do. I miss you. And I forgive you. And I hope every single day you were looking down at me saying, I'm so proud of you, Ken.